Welcome aboard, all you wonderful groomers, pet stylists, and canine cosmetologists. You found the Traveling Groomers Podcast, where we discuss lessons learned from mobile and house call grooming. I'm one of your hosts, Chris Bear Anthony. Any moment now, we'll be joined by my co-host and friend, retired mobile groomer and educator extraordinaire, Maryoquendo, and very likely a special guest to help us chat about all things grooming, grooming industry related, and just plain fun digressions that I will totally wrangle back to topic. Grab those travel mugs and climb aboard to see where today's topic will bring us. Let's roll! Hello, in my best Mrs. Doubtfire. Do people even know that?
Well, I do.
Uh-oh, I hit a wrong button. Say something again, Mary.
Something.
Okay. I was trying to be slick and mute some extra things on my soundboard because it's supposed to make it, but it accidentally muted you. Sorry. Wait, I should have taken advantage of this to go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 319, recorded on February 27th, and that will air March 25th.
Okay. Hold on. I'm jumping the gun. Don't we have a Pet Edge commercial going first?
Oh, son of a motherless goat.
He usually yells at me for starting to talk.
I do. But you know what? It'll be correct in whatever. You know what? I'm going to edit all of this out. And Pet Edge is a leading provider of professional grooming shampoos, tools, equipment, and more from top brands at competitive prices. Check their website often for new products, sales, and special offers. For a limited time, save 5% off your order with promo code TRAVELER10. Find what you need to succeed at petedge.com.
Now, of course, Angie, when it's embarrassing to me, she leaves it in because it's funny.
I'm not embarrassed. I could give two runny poops. I'm just trying to be a goddamn professional.
Okay.
Because I was trying to make it. Now I'm going to leave it in.
Good.
Because I'm already talking about runny poops. So, but that's not embarrassing to me at all, right, Mary?
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's not. I once again could give two.
I would have this like a really short list of the things that Chris is embarrassed by.
Yeah, it's
a very, very short list. And wait, first, let me welcome our very special guest, Barkleigh Award-winning author, Angie Coates, for her rabbit book.
Thank you for having me.
And we're having you because the author has struck again. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes.
Oh, mine's in the other room. Boo.
And I'm just saying, because it's early enough yet that I don't see why this book couldn't be nominated for another Barkleigh Award.
You know, why the hell not?
Why not? It has grooming in the title.
Yes.
It's all about a pet groomer.
It is about a pet groomer.
So what spurred this book is I was actually writing another book, another mystery book, and I was reading a book and there was a pet groomer in it. And I got about 3 chapters in.
And did you fling it?
Really, really mad.
Did you burn it? Did you kick it?
No, because I got the Kindle version.
So you definitely didn't pee on it either.
No. I was really, really ticked off because the groomer in it was a moron. And I got mad. And I was like, you know what? This is not the first time that I've seen a pet groomer in a book as an idiot.
Or media in general,
Right,
because Dumb and Dumber.
right. And I'm like, you know what? I had enough. I had enough. I am writing a book where the groomer is the hero.
She did
So,
the angry typing.
yeah. Oh, there was. There was. The first chapter was like, grr, 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 grr,
Okay,
grr.
so what was the name of the book? The other book, the one with the groomer's an idiot.
Don't
Um,
argue and say you don't want to trash it. She's not clearly not a groomer and not going to be listening to this. So you can,
yeah.
she needs to know.
Um,
They need to know.
So we don't
yeah.
accidentally download it on Kindle thinking it might be a good book.
No, it was 2 years ago. It
Does it
came out
matter?
like 2 years ago. Um, I don't remember. It was a cheap cozy mystery. It was like one of those sales where it's like a
Yeah.
twofer.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay, it's got dogs on the cover, so probably pretty good. No, it was crap. It was literally crap. Um, and I didn't know the author. I had never read any of their stuff before. Um, but it had good reviews. So I thought,
Yeah, from people who probably aren't groomers.
yeah. So it just ticked me off. So I was like, all right, you know what? Write
Speak,
my own.
Speaking of Angie, I was reading a cozy mystery on the flight by Kirsten Painter, I believe. And the character is also addicted to Dr. Pepper and sugar. Like Dr. Pepper's her go-to. And I'm like, what the hell? And she's got a cat now. And I'm like,
Well, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I love the genre of cozy mysteries. And I'm reading one that's set in Ireland and it follows Gardas. But here's the thing. I don't know anything about being a police officer in Ireland. So anything that they say that they're going to do is,
you're like, okay.
I'm like, okay, that's how
That's
it's,
the Gardaí.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
So,
Gardaí, yeah. The
so
police in Ireland are called Gardaí. Um, and they're similar, not exactly the same, still police officers, but their duties slightly differ.
yeah, but here's the thing, whatever they say that they do and whatever their day is, I'm just going to think that's the way it is,
Sure.
okay? Not knowing because you know what? Not only am I not guarding, I don't even live in Ireland. I don't know anything. So whatever they say is good. So the only thing I'm going to say about those good reviews on the book about the groomer is they don't know.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. And that's exactly it.
And one of the things I really liked about the book is that I'm sitting there reading and I'm shaking my head. Yes, not about the mystery at all.
About
Okay.
all the other stuff.
About all the other stuff.
See, one of the things I like about cozy mysteries is to me, they are the equivalent of literary Twinkies.
Yes.
They have zero nutritional value. They're 100% junk food,
Hmm.
but they're kind of fun
Yeah.
sometimes.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
A book serves certain purposes. One of it is to educate you. Okay. One is to get you to think about something.
Mhm.
And the other one is to entertain you.
Yeah.
So even if you think it's the equivalent of Twinkies, I'm going to disagree with you. If it entertains me, okay, that that's a dinner I picked up at Whole Foods. Yes, Chris, yes. Entertain me.
You know, they also sell baked goods and junk food at Whole Foods. I'm just saying, entertainment is entertainment. It is not a hearty nutritional meal.
So I have a lot of books on Audible, and some of them
Yeah.
are really heavy books.
Mm.
And I can't go from one heavy book to another
Oh,
heavy
yeah.
unless I put something in there that is really light. It's
Yeah.
not going to make me think too hard. All it's going to do is entertain me.
Honestly, my life is heavy reading. So, yeah, I'm pretty much working my way through the Nocturne Falls and Nocturne Falls adjacent series because
There are some dark parts to this book.
oh yeah, I was going to say yours is it's cozy adjacent.
Yeah.
It's, in the if you've got the cozy neighborhood and then you've got like the hard-boiled mystery city over there, you're somewhere like a
Kind of in
block.
between.
You're kind of in between. You're like 2 blocks away from cozy mystery. You're not in like a bad neighborhood. It's not like cozy mystery neighborhood either.
Yeah. So there are definitely some dark parts in the book. And uh and there are some ridiculous parts in the book too.
Yes, there's some
I
ridiculous
love,
parts.
I love, I love seeing cricket in the book.
Yeah. Well, I had to immortalize them.
Yeah.
It had to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, you know what? They will live on for forever. So, yeah.
All right. So first question is, all right, so you're pissed off now at this other book and it's motivating you to write your own book, which
Yep.
is let's start with an adjacent question before I get to the question I want. Okay. It's really, I find it interesting, at least for me personally, that when something irritates me or pisses me off, then I'm going to go whole hog into something. Okay. Don't even care if it's successful.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
It will be successful because I say it will be successful. All right. But I find most of my things that do really well for me, that started because somebody pissed me off.
Hmm. Yeah. It's a
So,
thing.
so motivation, wherever you get your motivation to do something, run with it.
Yeah.
I would comment more on that, but I can't for legal reasons.
I don't know
But
what you're talking about, Chris, at
oh,
all.
you sort of do, but you don't know the updates.
Oh.
But let me hit a button because it's about that time.
Okay.
Running a grooming business can seem like trying to wear too many hats at the same time when you really just want to focus on your grooming. Enter a pet care virtual assistant trained in anything you need to help run your business day to day. From scheduling and reception duties to social media management, Internet Staffing Solutions has someone trained and ready to fit your needs so you can concentrate on creating those fantastic grooms that keep your business thriving. Check out internetstaffingsolutions.com for details. And Angie, if you don't hear it, don't worry about it. I will fix it in post. There's an issue. It's not on it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire.
With the book, the cover art was done by Kayla Sherman Williams of Nightmare Aesthetic, and she did a beautiful job. So the entire series will have a different set of shears on each jacket.
Oh, okay. So hold on a second. All right. So these are not shears that you could actually purchase at the moment, correct?
Not right now.
Oh, not right now. I love that.
But she does have stickers available.
Stickers are almost better because those shears, Angie,
they're way too heavy.
They're not ergonomically correct. They're adorable.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. They're
Oh,
beautiful.
they're beautiful. They're more of a showpiece than anything.
Yes.
But functional grooming scissors. I mean, honestly and truly, they could be cutting bandanas and ribbon scissors.
Yeah. Yeah. They would probably be okay as like what do they call that? There's
like
a name.
decoration.
There's a name for scissors like that, but upholstery scissors or something like that.
Or like embroidery, or get tiny ones and do embroidery.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, just make tiny ones that like those size of those little crane embroidery scissors, because Yes.
Yeah, like that. So yeah, they're just, it's I just thought they were beautiful. And she made them with the sighthound on this book. Um, because the sighthounds, that's the dogs that are, you know, the used to see beyond.
To see beyond the veil, and we're looking
Right,
beyond the okay.
right. So they can see, more than the average person kind of thing. So yeah.
Like it. I
All right.
like it.
So, writing a book takes time. It's not something that happens because
Oh
you're bored
no.
on the weekend.
No, this did not happen in a weekend. Chris knows. Chris knows.
All right. So take me a little bit through your process of actually taking the time to write a book. How did that start?
Um, it started with me being ticked off that a pet groomer was,
Depicted as a
portrayed like a,
moron.
and so I started writing the book, and like it was about like a month before I moved to Florida. And so then I get put on the shelf because I was dealing with unpacking and yada yada yada. And so then I got back to it. Um, so I only had like 3 or 4 chapters in, and I got back to it about probably 6 months ago.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like about the right amount of time. So I know because I'm working on something. There's a difference between like the book you wrote for the rabbits and this book. This is two totally different genres of books.
Yeah, well, the rabbit book has a bibliography that you could knock somebody out with. Um,
Mm-hmm.
this is fiction. So, I don't have to back everything up with veterinary studies. I'm not going, okay, so even though the book is reviewed by a number of different small mammal veterinarians, everything has to be sourced. It's like, so this is from this study, and this is from this study, and that's from this study, and this study backs up that study, and which backs up this study, and backs. So there's a chain in the entire bibliography, and everything is sourced and numbered and quoted and footnoted and all this. Where this is just fiction, and I
No,
can,
it's not just fiction.
but
It
I can bend
you can yes.
reality, and it's okay because it's fiction.
Okay, so
So,
I want to compare writing styles between you and me. Okay. So I have a couple of books and they're trade books, but the way I wrote the books is that I first created the program, and then from the program, the book mirrors the program. Okay. For me, that's a much easier way to write a book because I've already done all of the work. You, did you do it like the reverse?
flip the
Yes.
script, yeah. So I wrote the book first and then created the program. Um, because I wasn't planning on creating a program. Um, I just wanted to get the information out there. And then once I made the book, it became very apparent that people wanted a more in-depth step-by-step, which it would have had to have been 1,000-page book. So in order to do that, I had to create a program and give videos.
Okay.
And that's what I ended up doing because you can't textualize that process as well as you can show it.
Right. So the point I want to make there is that if you have a book in you, get the book out. But how
Yeah,
you do it, all right, is however your brain works. My brain works different from Angie's brain, which
yeah.
our brains work way different than Chris's brains.
But you're also neurotypical,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I am not. I'm neurodivergent. So my brain works, well, it just kind of marches to its own little drum.
You get drums?
Uh, um, drums, movies, songs.
I get like movie clips and quotes and small animals on wheels, like
And it's
the little exercise wheels,
somebody messaged me and
raccoons.
they said they're reading the book and they're like, is your character neurodivergent? And I'm like, of course they are. I don't know how to write the neurotypical brain because I don't have one. So yes, yes, they are.
Oh,
And there, because there's a scene where she was thinking about the case, and then she goes outside, and her fingers are tapping out the song that is running through her mind and had been running through her mind for some time. She's like, "Oh, hey, there's a song stuck in my head. I didn't even notice because it's just playing in the background." And she's like, "Oh yeah, hey, look at that." I'm like, "Yeah."
the things we sometimes, the conversations we have in our head.
Mm.
Okay, so before our house got rearranged, the fridge was in the back of the kitchen. So if you're walking like down that with like you're facing the fridge. So Cam was in the fridge and he's and I say something to him and I don't know if he answers me, but I say something like clearly. And then he turns around and goes, I didn't know you were there. I'm like, I just said something to you audibly. How did you not know I was there? And he's like, well, the voice in my head sounds like you. So,
Yep.
but it took him years to admit he was neurodivergent.
Yeah.
My husband still hasn't admitted it.
Okay.
It is so clear.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, it's time. Again, I'm going to stick on time, schedules, buttons. Be right back. I love being a house call groomer, but I hate doing laundry or worrying about asking my clients for fresh towels. Raypet has solved those problems for me with the Wet Pet disposable towel. Taking up much less space than traditional cotton towels and easy to wring out and reuse, these super soft, comfy, absorbent towels eliminate any cross-contamination concerns between pets, and now their new smaller washcloth size can even help those sensitive eye areas. Great for cleaning out wrinkles gently and thoroughly. Need to keep water bowls for your clients on hand that are easy to disinfect, but hate all the room traditional clanky metal bowls take up? Or just have a very active pet? Their collapsible silicone bowl comes with an aluminum D-ring hook that can be attached to your pet's leash or anywhere else in your van for easy storage. You can get one by itself or in their handy travel kit, along with a set of 3 tick removers and 1 small wet pet towel. So stop by their website to check it out, raypet.net, and tell them the Traveling Groomers sent you.
Okay, so my next question is, and I want to do neurotypical versus neurodivergent ways of writing. Okay, so when I wrote Spirited Life, okay, I created an outline. The whole timeline was created, and then I did the brain dump on it. But before I sat down, don't laugh, but before I sat down to
I think she's
actually,
laughing at my face.
is that I went to bed and I slept on it. I'm
Mm.
a very vivid dreamer. Okay. And then I went in to write and first draft, second draft, because I know you guys went over and you read the book along with me, but very ordered way of doing it. All right. How is that different from this book?
Okay. So the Grooming Witch of the Iron Ledge, that's the name of the book. I wrote it in my head.
And see, I do have my copy. It exists.
I wrote it in my head first, the entire book, start to finish. And then I sat down and started typing and just went. That was it.
Okay, so again, 2 very different ways of writing. I'm actually working on another book, and it's just now in the brain dump stage, Angie. All
Yeah,
right.
no, this book 2 has already been written in my head.
See, part of the problem is, Mary, um, the way I kind of work is my brain has about 200 tabs open at once. So that brain dump is just in a tab. And if there's a particular thing, I go, oh, I need to jot that. And I will have notes if I think I'm going to forget it. Like if it's a poof of inspiration, I either have to tell somebody, I got to tell Cam or Andrew, I got to tell somebody, or I got to write it down, because if it's a light bulb moment, I may not remember it. It may not go into the tab. That's a pop-up notification.
Okay.
So,
And the
Something
pop-up may disappear unless I click on it real fast.
to think about, Angie, of doing a writing workshop, neurotypical versus neurodivergent.
yeah, I literally, Chris has already read the first couple chapters of book 2. It's all in there. I just gotta
Oh
type
God,
it out.
I know.
So do you do the same thing I do? You just kind of like, I may jump around on chapters, but I don't necessarily do a brain dump. I just write it out. Like I write it
Write the
out
book.
and I'll go and I'll edit, but it'll be not that rough a draft, if that makes sense.
No, I just write the book. I
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
sit down
Okay.
and write the book. Type, type,
Well,
type,
there's
type, type.
so however your brain works, you have a book, get it out one way or the other, get it out, whatever works for you. Because for me to sit down and just write whatever up in my head right now, it'll be very chaotic. I will jump all over the place rather than just go linear across.
So for me, um, the book writes itself when I'm in the shower.
Okay.
It just does. It's just like, okay, so all right, so that happens. So now what's going to happen? And my brain goes,
Mhm.
oh, well, it's going to be this, and these 3 things, and then this, and then that, this, and that. And then you tie it up with this so that you can go to the next chapter with that. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. And
Okay.
I
So
took a
next
shower and
question.
wrote 2 chapters in my head.
All right. Then my next question for you is that are you on well water or metered water?
Well, water. So it's free and septic. I can be in there all day.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I'll take a 45-minute shower and I'll write like 2, 3 chapters in my head. But no, book 2 is now finished. It's about the same length.
Okay.
So,
I blinked.
well, I don't have it all on paper yet.
Oh, okay.
It's finished
Okay.
in here. I just
Okay.
have to clackety
Okay.
clackety clack.
You know where it's going. You've got it mostly. You just got
No,
to do
it's
the
like
clack.
done.
Oh,
I just
okay.
gotta.
You just got to do the clackety clack.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't
So
work. I don't have it as completed. I have a very vague and rough outline in my head, and then I do the clackety clack.
Just go take a shower.
I got to pay for my water. I got
Oh,
metered water.
oh, ew.
Yeah.
All right. So when next time you go to a trade show, just hang out in the shower for like an hour. They have like endless hot water. You can write half the book in there. Telling you, it works. Throw some Epsom salts down the bottom of the thing, down the bottom of the shower. Smells so nice. Get the, Dr. Teal's lavender. Mm, delightful. And yeah, just take a shower. You'd be in there for about an hour. Let
I
your brain
lost
wander.
track of what time it was. We're fine. We're fine. We have 3 minutes, 2
Just write the
minutes,
book.
minutes. We have minutes. Okay.
all right. So there's also a whole other part to writing a book than just actually writing the story. All right. You have to get it edited. You have to get it formatted. You're using Ingram Spark, correct?
No,
What are you using?
KDP.
Oh, what's KDP?
Amazon KDP.
Oh, KDP. No.
KDP.
That is that print on demand too?
Mhm.
Oh, Interesting. Okay. There's options out there. Okay. But you have to, get it edited, formatted the way they want it. And one of the things I highly recommend when they say, hey, do you want us to send you a copy of this to proof it? Say yes. Okay.
So that actually was an issue. I had pre-orders for the Kindle version,
Right.
and there was a layout screw up. And it wasn't a big deal. It was just a blank page in the middle of the book. Um, so because the Kindle version is a different size, so when it laid out and was reformulated for Kindle, that page, instead of having a small bit of text on it, was just blank. So I had to smouch it back, delete that blank page, put it back in. But the other thing is the Audible version. That is a journey. Holy cow, is that a journey?
Yes.
You have to first you connect your book.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to determine what section you want them to read. So it's basically like a 5-minute deal that you want people to audition to read. And what you need to do is you need to determine, do you want a dual, which is if you have male and female characters, do you want a male and female narrators? If you do, it will cost you twice as much money. Or do you want one or the other to just read the female or male parts? And then you have to look for accents. Do the people in your book have a Southern drawl? Do they have a California accent? Do they have a New York accent? You have to find someone that can do that. And then, because there's a character in my book with an Irish accent. So I had to find a woman who could do an Irish accent. And she has a lot of male voices that she does as well. And a lot of dogs and a lot of other females, but they all sound different. Um, so it's, and there was a false start in there. I had hired another narrator, and it was really, really flat. There was no emotion there. She didn't want to read the book. She's like, I don't have time for that. And I'm like, but you're asking me all these questions about the characters. And if you just read the book, it would answer all these questions. Just read the book. But she didn't want to read the book. So we decided to part ways because I wasn't happy with what she was giving me. And she's like, ugh.
Yeah, but this was after she had it like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
She had it like 3 weeks. So now we have 2 weeks till your deadline.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to hit a button, and
okay.
Then when we come back, we'll talk about the realities of narrating your own book. Because that's the thing. It's a very super quick button when I absolutely find it. God damn it. This is what happens when I don't have it queued up. Waha. Pet Edge is a leading provider of professional grooming supplies from the top brands such as Andis, Wall, BioGroom, Master Equipment, and many more. Check their website often for new products, sales, and special offers. For a limited time, save 5% off your order with promo code TRAVELER10. Shop petedge.com, the pet professional's source. Did I play the same one twice?
Yes.
Yeah, so fix it in post.
Fair.
Fix it in post.
All right.
So when you try to narrate your own audiobook,
yes, and you recruit
sometimes
your friends to help you do the parts and pieces of those books because you recognize that you're not actually a voice actor and can't do all of these voices all on your own. And so I did that, and I got 13 chapters in, and completely wrecked my voice for like 3 weeks. Like completely. I could barely speak.
Well, you were trying to do it all in like 3 days.
Yeah.
You were just talking for 8 hours after you were teaching classes for 8 hours.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yeah, I had 5 days where I was basically talking nonstop for about 12 to 15 hours a day. My voice is still not entirely recovered. So yeah, don't do that.
Or if you do, like if you really want to do that, like give yourself a solid 4 to 6 weeks, a month,
2 months.
because
Yeah.
it's not, um, to quote a line from the book, like you're not going to do it once and be happy if you're truly trying to do voice acting. You're going to do, oh my God, you're
Well,
the real deal, like 3 times.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're going to go over the lines again and again and again.
And not counting the times you flub the lines.
Right, because you're trying to hit the right markers so that the intonation is correct. So when I did the first 13 chapters, um, what I did is I started playing with pitch, treble, and bass to deepen the voices or raise the
Mhm.
voices and all of that. And a narrator is not cheap. They are really spendy. Um, and I got a professional narrator who is a SAG card-carrying SAG member, and you know,
Mhm.
Audible check mark. Um, oh, she's worth every penny. She's so good. She's so good. I'm like,
She
oh,
she did, and by the way, not to give spoilers because I want y'all to read this book, but the sample Angie had her read was the dark chapter.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and
But
if you're reading the book and you don't know if you've hit the dark chapter yet, at a certain point you'll go, and his the dark chapter.
yeah.
Like, and that, just everything. Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
So when will it be available on Audible?
March 11th. So by the time this is live, the book, the audio will be live as well.
All right. So A Spirited Life is going to go up on Audible, but I'm hiring somebody to do it. So I have a friend of mine who has done voice books for like colleges and stuff. So she wants to get into this realm. So I'm giving her a shot. She loves the book. So we'll see. I haven't had any audio from her yet, so I don't know.
okay.
Okay.
And I'm not promising a date.
Listen before you, my advice after just watching Angie's ordeal is ask her for a sample before she gets too far in.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
the plan. She's going to send me a
Okay.
sample of a chapter,
So
and
then you can give her direction.
and
Right.
then we can go from there. And we will see
So
some eventually.
if you want to get it up on Audible, there are numerous steps
Yep,
that must occur
yep,
for that to happen.
yes. See, and that is what she wants to do.
Okay, that's not initiated by her, that's initiated by you.
All right, when we get that far along, I do not even have an audio sample. I'll tap your brain.
That happens long before you get an audio sample.
Okay.
You need to put your book on Audible in order to give her a space to create the different chapters and whatnot.
Audible. All right. So I'm on my Audible website.
So you will go to KDP and work on creating there'll be a link to the audio version. But it's a process. It's going to take you about an hour to set that up. Um,
That's
and
okay.
she's going to have to go in. It's called ACX, is the behind the scenes of the Audible.
That I know she knows about. All right.
Okay.
You
So
mentioned that. So
you're going to have to claim the title of the book. She's going to have to upload the chapters. It's like a whole deal.
all right, let me put this on my to-do list. Amazon.
ACX.
Well, I gotta go first to Amazon KDP to set up. They have a nice little,
That would be for Kindle.
yeah. Oh, that's right. I don't want it on Kindle. It's
Yeah.
already on
So
Kindle.
ACX is your Audible version.
Oh, hold on.
That's behind the scenes of Audible is A, C's Charlie, X is an X-ray. So Alpha Charlie X-ray, ACX.
All right. It
So,
is.
by the way, y'all, the way this relates to grooming is that sometimes our clients go, well, it only takes an hour, right? Or it's just trimming a dog. And we're like, there's so much more to it. Something that seems easy and simple from the outside, because for the uninitiated person, for the person who like their maybe only experience with washing their dog was hosing down their lab in the backyard.
Yep.
It may seem simple, but I just made somebody's head explode in anger because there's so much more. You can't compare. You can't. But just writing a book in your head in the shower, then to get it all the places, to get to you, that is a journey that it is way more in depth than you initially think it is, and you initially think it's going to be, that kind of stuff.
And if you happen to have a copy of The Grooming Witch of the Iron Ledge, I ask you to please leave a review, because the reviews are what help the book get seen by others so that I can continue to write the series.
All right. So I left you a review on Amazon. And I'm going to tell you, you know what the best thing I love about this book, Angie? Look how big the print is.
Yeah, it's 12 point.
Yes.
For the paperback, and it's 11, I believe, for it's 11 for the hardcover. And I did that
Lovely.
specifically because a good portion of our grooming population is older groomers.
Yep.
I want them to actually be able to read the book.
Yep. I appreciate it.
So so they can actually see what they're looking at. Because you have to squint to read a book. You're not going to read the book because it's going to be a pain in the butt.
I have a book that I just purchased that I'm really interested in reading. It is a one of my books that'll just be sitting on my bookshelf forever. But it's a book on the plants and stuff in the Northeast, and the print is so tiny.
Yeah.
So it's going to take me forever. It's like I could read 30 pages of this in a shot and be okay, but I'm reading 4 pages of tiny print and I'm exhausted from reading.
Well, I have an elderly neighbor, Miss Betty, and prior to the publishing of this book, I told her that I had finished the book and I was going to be publishing it, and she said, "I would love to read it. You're not going to make it in that small print, are you?" And I was like, well, not now. I didn't really think about it, but I'm certainly not gonna now. And I was like, well, how big does it need to be for you to be able to comfortably read it? And she said, sweetheart, I don't know. And I said, okay. So I came home and I printed up a bunch of sheets of the book. And I said, which one is comfortable for your eyeballs? And she said, oh, I like this one. And I said, okay, great. And the paperback version with the larger print was born.
Thank you, Miss Betty.
Yeah. So that was because
That you
really,
know. So that you know, because I was thinking about Audible for A Spirited Life years ago. I've already uploaded the title to Audible.
nice.
Oh, okay. So that part was done 2 years ago. 2 years
Yeah.
ago. Well, on that note, I'll hit a button.
As a house call groomer, the idea of van and generator maintenance had kept me out of one for years.
But Hanvey Engineering and Design has been making mobile grooming vans for 20 years now and has thought of that. No generator to maintain, repair, and replace. No propane to fill or worry about running out in the middle of winter. Hanvey vans have the lowest operating costs out there. I know I'm sold, but check out their latest innovations for yourself at hanvey.com.
By the way, on topic diversion, because we were talking about books and neurodivergent people, I didn't necessarily get all those ASMR videos. Some of them really annoy me. And I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah. I watched the carpet cleaning ones, but that's different. Like the whole nail clicking. Until my husband just handed this to me, and I used to be a massive bookworm, but I haven't had time to really read with my eyes. Everything is an audiobook. Everything's, and I went, oh, it's the book. Oh, it just, I just got cozy. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm like, oh, I can get it. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, I wish more books were printed large like this too, because it would make it so much easier to read all the books that I have that are sitting on my shelf. But like I said, I'm going to slog through it. All right. But it's not going to be quick. I'll read like another 4 pages tonight, and I'm going to be exhausted from that.
Yeah. And that's, see, more authors need a Miss Betty. That's all there is to it. More authors need a Miss Betty to go.
More publishers need a Miss Betty, because not all authors self-publish and have that input.
Right. So
publishers all need a Miss Betty.
They do. They need a Miss Betty. And looking back on it, from the time I was 12 until I was 52 years old, every year, one of the things I got my grandmother was Reader's Digest subscription for Christmas, because she loved Reader's Digest. And so for 40 years, that was like from the time I was 12 until I was 18, I would save my pennies to get her that subscription every year. And so then once she was in her late 70s, I noticed, I had gone to visit, and I noticed a few of them were still in the plastic. And I said, because they used to come with all those.
Yeah. The coupons and stuff and flyers and
Yeah, all that stuff in a little plastic bag. And I said, Graham, you don't read it anymore? And she said, oh, honey, it takes so long because I can't really see it. And I was like, sure. Okay.
Don't they have a large print edition though?
Yes, they absolutely do, which was my next step. So I was like, okay, check and check, because when I had gone to visit her, it was in November. So when I got her subscription, I got her the large print version, which thrilled her to no end. It did cost more.
Because it takes up more pages, so it's cost them more to print.
Yeah. Exactly. And I didn't care. It made her happy. She still got to read Reader's Digest and whatever. I don't care. So yeah, so that was probably 30 years, I ordered her the large print version.
Just about
sorry.
Every book that I've ever written is in a larger print for that very reason. Because you write something, you put your heart and soul into something, you want people to read it.
Yeah. So it needs to be comfortable enough, but by the same token, it can't be too large, because now you're talking print cost. And with a larger print cost comes with a larger cost for the book.
Yep.
And, how much are people going to pay? So, there's that.
Nope. I get it. That's a thing. So, do we have a publishing date for book 2?
Not yet.
Okay.
because I have to type it.
You have to type it.
I have to type it. And every time I start doing something,
Uh-huh.
somebody messages me, like it could be anybody, a number of people, and they're like, "Hey, Ange, can you?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course." So that gets put to the side, and I
Oh,
refocus on this.
that reminds me of the other thing I was going to talk to you about, your how much web design you're doing now, and
Yeah,
talking about careers after grooming. And wowsies.
yeah. So there's quite a few contracts for web design. I do Groom Team and RW Groom X and Whitman's and Evolution Shears, and I've done a whole bunch of and I did Spirited Dog, um, Positive Ed, Help, Lifeline Preparedness, Pet
Mm.
First Aid and CPR. And then I've done a bunch of grooming salons because 97% of people will Google a business before they visit a business. So if you are looking for customers and you don't have a website and all you have is a Facebook page, you're missing out on everybody that doesn't have Facebook
Okay,
because they're
here's
not going to go to Facebook.
another thing too. You are a guest on social media platforms.
Yes, you are. And if for any reason at any time they decide to relieve you of your guest ability, they
Or
can and they
or your
will.
account gets hacked and it takes 6 months
Right.
to get it back. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to Chris. So, you can be in Facebook jail. I was in Facebook jail once because I made the comment on somebody's post, and it was a woman being chased, and it was a woman jogging, and she had jogged like, I don't know, like 40 miles or something like that. It was like more than a marathon and a half or something like
Why?
that. And that was my point. And so I
I mean,
commented
bless her,
like,
but
yeah,
yeah, sorry.
God bless her.
Sorry,
I
sorry,
mean,
sorry. Oh.
that's good on her, but my comment was, if you ever see me running, it's because someone is chasing me and trying to kill me.
Oh,
Shoot
you
the
used the
person
K.
behind me.
Oh, you used the K and the oot word. I'm
Yes.
surprised you got out of Facebook jail.
So yeah, I got a 3-day ban hammer. Um, and so yeah, because it just, and the weird thing is it didn't come up for 2 years after I had made the comment.
Oh, somebody reported it.
I have no idea.
No,
Maybe either somebody
no, they
reported it or
they
their
didn't have to.
algorithm is stupid.
It's there are bots that
Yeah,
just go through ridiculous stuff from 15 years ago.
and
And
go,
15
hey.
years ago, we got a problem with it today.
Right. So I didn't have access to my Facebook um, for that whole time, those 3 days. So thankfully, um, there were other admin on the salon page. And so I just uploaded the photos through their account. I sent them the photos and the captions, and they posted them for me.
My husband, who is not ever on Facebook for any reason, has a Facebook account, and he's my second admin.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's a thing. So if you don't have a website, you really should, because those people that don't do Facebook aren't gonna do Facebook to look at your
There, yeah,
Facebook
and
page.
honestly, as a Gen Xer who has and is moderately active on Facebook, that's not where I'm going to look for businesses either. I'm going to still Google it.
Hmm. And what's
It's
going to come up if they don't
it
have a
may be
website,
somebody's Facebook
it
page,
may be
and yeah,
somebody's
that's
Facebook, but
but
if the name is common, are you going to look through the 30 fluffy dog grooming salons to figure out which one is near
no.
you? No, no, you're not. But if the website is made with intention and knowledge, there are ways you can point it right to where you are located. So when they do the Google search of what's dog grooming near me, and I'll be like, oh, Fluffy Dog Salon is, 1.4 miles away from you. They go, oh, okay, that's the name of that place. So, it works. And if you know, but you have to deal with SEOs and things like this, um, which are doable. And if you don't know, hire someone like Coast Design. I'd be happy to help you.
This is my personal, what I personally believe, something I'm not good at or something I don't want to do, because Angie and I will have conversations, usually because tech has done something stupid. All right. And now I got to spend 3 hours trying to fix something. And I'm not even sure where not me, mind you, it's usually an update, where the problem is.
Yep.
Okay. And try to fix the problem. That's not a lot of fun.
No, it sucks. And I have had numerous companies reach out and go, something went horribly wrong with our website. Can you help us? And I'm like, sure, just so you know. I do charge because these are none of these are ones I have monthly maintenance with. I charge $50 an hour.
And let me tell you something, that is so worth $50 an hour.
Yeah. And they're like, fine, whatever. I've been, trying to do this for 3 days, and my website is literally, it's worse than it was before.
I'm going to tell you, somebody knows what they're doing. It might be an hour or two to get it fixed, as opposed to 3 days trying to get it fixed yourself. Do the math on that one.
Well, so the US Pet Pro website went down last year. And Scott Lordson messaged me, and he's like, hey, I got your name. Can you help, please? This is before long before the show was going live. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay. And I told him, I do charge $50 an hour. And he said, fine, whatever. I've been trying to do this. I don't even care what, great. And I was like, okay. I went in and I fixed it in 30 minutes. I told him I do have an hour minimum, and which I told him that before he even agreed. And he said, that's fine. Took me 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, ta-da. There's your website. You're good to go. And he's like, what the what? What, where's the thing? The had all the error. And I'm like, I took care of it. And he's like, how did you know? And I'm like, this is what I do, sir. This is what I do. That's how I know, because this is what I do. Because all of that jargon, all of that scripting, when I started doing web design, we wrote that out in Notepad. Notepad.
Yeah, I know. Back in the day, back when Apple IIc computers, we remember those, right?
Uh-huh.
Her name was Josephine. Thank you very much, because I was reading Little
so
Women at the
when I
time.
would turn on the computer, it would say, good morning, Mary. And do you know how long it took me to write the code for that to do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm betting it probably took you about an hour and a half.
Oh, it might have taken, because it was at that point, everything was like ones, zeros,
Yeah, it was binary, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I initially got into computers, everything was done. So now we deal with terabytes of information. I was programming in nibbles. Nibbles. So a nibble is a half a byte. And then
that's adorable. That's why they called it a nibble.
That's why they called it a nibble, because it was half a byte. So then there's kilobytes and megabytes and gigabytes and terabytes. Nibbles. Nibbles. It's just the whole thing. And it took up those great big floppy disks.
Yep.
that looked like the size of a like floppy disk. Yeah.
For all you youngins, if you've ever seen a really old computer and you push a button and a cup holder comes out, that's what that is. That's where the floppy disks go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legit looks like a cup holder.
Uh-huh.
It's where you put your coffee, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
My brother actually had, my brother does computer work, and he actually had someone do that many, many, many years ago, when he first started in his career, and the cup holder broke, and the guy called up, and he was very high up, and the guy called up and he wanted a new cup holder, and my brother's like, "Excuse me, sir?" And he said, "I need a new cup holder."
Why are you calling IT? Like, why are you
Because
call
and he's like,
maintenance?
"I'm not understanding why you're calling IT." And he said, "Well, it's in the computer." And my brother was like, "Who said what now?" And he's like, "Yeah, just come up here." So we went up there, and he's like, "Please, please, 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 please don't let it be that." No, it turns out that he thought that was a cup holder, and he put his coffee in there. And when it broke, the coffee spilled directly into the computer and on the motherboard. And he fried the entire thing. So he didn't really need a new cup holder. What he needed was an entire new desktop.
You ever see that Dilbert cartoon that's now going through my head?
Mm-hmm.
Is the I can't get my computer to work? Sir, that's not your computer. That's the cardboard cutout display that came with the desk. So you're
Yeah.
saying I need a new laptop? No, I'm saying you need a new desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit our last commercial because we're about at that time, and and maybe I'll tell you what actually embarrasses me. Hi, are you tired of buying cheap shears? Do you want to buy quality shears that are custom fit to your hand, but you're really a little afraid of paying an arm and a leg? Evolution Shears have you covered. No arms or legs required. Come on down, we will custom fit you. We are not the cheapest shears out there, and that is a good thing. Right, Mindy?
Can I have my leg back now?
Maybe? So you want to hear something silly?
Hmm?
When you were talking about sight hounds, if I had a blank look on my face, it's because I didn't see the dogs in the scissors before at all. I was just looking at the scissor design as a whole and it's filigree. And then I'm like, she said there are dogs there.
Yeah, you have to look because I didn't notice them right away too. I'm sitting here looking at, there's dogs on this? How did that get past me?
Yeah, Kayla did an amazing job.
They're okay, spot the dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Here, I'll help.
Yes, you got to turn it on the side.
Yeah,
Ta-da.
yeah, just absolutely beautiful work. She's so exceptionally talented, and I wanted as much of this book to be created by groomers, to keep as much of it in as I could in the industry. Kind of as a
To
to
that
those
author.
that think we're stupid. So you can stick that right up your stovepipe and yeah.
You can smoke your stovepipe. That's a different pipe.
That is a different
That
pipe.
is a different. We're thinking of different pipes. This is
Yeah.
the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't wish them any ill will. I just wish them a
Anal
short
glands in the
sheeted,
face?
a short sheeted bed on the coldest day of the year. And may they understand what it's like to have fleas.
Oh, what about a really long hair on the eyeball
No.
that you then pull out in addition to all of those other things? I think they also need one hairy eyeball.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, we can do a hairy eyeball. Sure. We'll throw that in there.
All right, we still have one more thing to discuss.
Yes.
Bun Fest.
Dun
Bun.
dun dun.
So I am teaching at Bunfest, which is March
22nd.
22nd down in Seminole, Florida. I will also have a booth for the quintessential rabbit book, my rabbit book on rabbit grooming. And if you are in or near the Seminole, Florida area, come on down. We'd love to see you. And it is a day-long event all about the bunnies. Everything about the bunnies. People are going to be bringing their bunnies. There's going to be bunnies there.
Wait, what day is this again?
March 22nd.
So
It's a
it will
Sunday.
be 3 days before this episode airs.
Oh, boogers. Well, Bunfest was lovely, I'm sure.
Bunfest was lovely. And you brought a lot of copies of also The Grooming Witch of the Iron. I'm in my own ASMR heaven right now.
Yes, the
I
Grooming Witch of
haven't
the
read
Iron
physical
Ledge.
books in a long time. The Grooming Witch of the Iron Ledge, you also brought those to Bunfest and you sold at least 20. Minimum.
Minimum. Okay.
Minimum 30 of the rabbit books. Minimum.
hope-
Actually, you'll probably sell a lot more. I would
I don't know.
think. I would hope.
I don't know. I've never
You
I've
will
never-
have
You want the stats. Think positively.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope I come home with no books at all and just I made a giant tablecloth for the table that has the quintessential rabbit book on the tablecloth and it's a 6-foot table, so the letters are pretty big. And so yeah, I hope I come home with just the tablecloth in the car because everything else is gone.
Okay.
I
That's my
like it.
goal.
Oh, look, no time for embarrassing Chris stories. No, I'm joking.
So yeah, so Bunfest should be a good time.
Okay.
And if you buy the book and whatever version, Kindle, paperback, hardcover, Audible, what have you, please once again leave a review. It's how the book gets seen, so that others can buy it too, and so that I can afford to continue creating books for you to enjoy.
Okay, then.
All right. And Angie, should I tell Mary the story I told you this morning?
Yes.
So, Mary, my problem is if something does manage to embarrass me, except for my one dark-ish family secret about my dad stealing jokes, I am mortified to my core. Mortified. Anyway, but
I don't know. I
everything.
see memes all the time.
No. Yeah, but when you share a meme, and nobody really thinks you created that meme. When you go up on stage in a nightclub and tell a joke that you heard at the earlier show, that's shitty.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about, not the equivalent of meme stealing. But anyway, the problem is when something embarrasses me, it will embarrass me for at most, on a bad day, 15 minutes, usually 5 to 10. And then I find it funny. Like setup day at Pasadena. So, and for those of you who have been there, you'll know the exact parts I'm talking about. But I had to return my rental car because I just had one for a short day trip. And it was raining, and I'm headed back to the hotel from breakfast. And I'm walking down that ramp on the side, and there's this like little old Chinese man ahead of me. And I'm walking fast, and I don't want to pass him on the ramp because that's like a little narrow. So I pass him right before the ramp, and I don't want to like knock him over or be rude. I'm like, oh, excuse me. So I get to the door before him. Now they had a mat. Now it was rainy. They had a mat in front of the door, like on the inside, but it was about a foot away from the edge of the threshold. So there is exactly enough space to walk and put your foot, because you just walk in. That's exactly where you put your foot. And as you're walking in, way behind it, there's the caution floor slip, and I'm down. Like as I'm reading the sign, I'm down. So I'm trying to like just hold, because I'm like, oh God, let me not have actually injured something at a show again. I can't. Now this little old lovely Chinese man is behind me. And I'm sorry I keep mentioning his race. It's just I'm trying to paint the picture of the little old person who comes up to my shoulder pushing his cart, and he's trying to get me up off. He's trying to pick me up. And I'm like, no, I need to sit a minute. And he's like, he's taking that as, no, we need to do this another way. He's going to get me up off that floor. He hauls me up bodily. This had to be 80, 90-year-old man.
Strong like bull.
Strong. I'm then like, okay, I'm like, okay, thank you, because I think I can. He's like, no, he's got my arm. He is so concerned. It is the sweetest thing in the world. I'm like, I had to rush and get past him. Well, that'll show my wise goddamn ass.
But chivalry is not dead.
Chivalry, and he gets me to the front desk. And I'm like, it's okay. I got it. He's like, okay, making sure I'm holding on to the desk because he has no idea if I can stand. It like, that's what I mean. Like 5 minutes later, I will find the humor in anything. In that minute, I'm like, not only did I fall in front of this little old man I rushed past, he just got me off the floor. Oh, this is happening. This is happening. And if you think you can keep a secret at a trade show,
no,
you're adorable. Because I mean, I wasn't necessarily planning on keeping it a secret because I would have eventually found it really funny. But I knew my friends were more or less behind me. And it wasn't raining that much when we left. And I'm like, hey, Abby, be very careful coming back into the hotel. The floor is really slippery. Ask me how I know. And she texts back, Mary, we heard.
Yep.
We heard.
There may be a whole lot of pet groomers out there in the country, but in reality, grooming is a very small world. It is a very small world.
So yeah, someone from who was working the ISB booth that was right next to the evolution booth, apparently, because I was like, what do you mean? What? I beg your finest pardon. What?
Yeah.
But she saw part of it because she thought like the man fell and I was helping them, and then she was like, wait, what? She's like, you better check on that girl that works with you. I think she's hurt. She fell. I think she's hurt. She's also very concerned. It's a very loving community, but oh my God, I'm still limping, by the way. Ow.
Color me shocked.
I know, right? I hurt myself at a convention. No, I'm going to need some of my own bubble wrap, Angie.
Yeah. And I'm like, gee, let's see. Yeah.
Actually, I would No. I was going to say I need one of those inflatable person-sized hamster balls, but I'm convinced, you know the one I'm talking about, right? The
That
inflatable.
would be epic.
It would be epic. I guarantee I would bust something in it though. I would,
Oh,
it might be worth it.
absolutely. No, I would totally be down to jump into one, but
Yes.
more than likely I'm going to drown or get run over in it.
We need like a soccer
I'm
field.
like, well, I
We
mean,
need to do this in a soccer field.
yeah, but
there-
it would probably just like a good wind would come and blow me out to the road and then but I've got 3 lives left and I'm kind of thinking I'd be willing to burn one on that.
On that, yeah.
Saying.
See, listen, Angie, you are we're built slightly differently. If a wind were to pick me and a hamster ball up, we got bigger problems. Because now I'm looking for the yellow brick road. That's the level wind we're doing. I'm like, did I land on a sister? Oh God, no. Ah.
Ah,
So then on that note,
Angie, besides Audible on it will have already been out on Audible. Where else can we find your book? Amazon?
on Amazon, and it's called The Grooming Witch of the Iron Ledge, and it is a mystery thriller, and it is about a pet groomer who is a former law enforcement officer who sees an accident and also happens to be a witch and talks to dogs and cats just like she can have a conversation with a person. And when the woman in the car is killed directly outside her salon, she comes into her salon and asks for help. And because she was murdered. And that's where it all starts.
She was, and all I'm going to say is, oh, that bitch. I think I texted you like I knew she was a bitch. Anyway, him.
So, yeah.
On that note, safe travels, guys. Bye. Angie, thanks for coming. Bye, Mary.
Thanks for having me.
Well, that was fun. But now it's time to head home. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed chatting with you. If there are any topics you'd like us to discuss or guests you want to see join us on this crazy road trip of ours, let us know in the Traveling Groomers Facebook page. Don't forget to thank our sponsors. And see you next week, guys. Safe travels.